Welcome in, family. Thank you so much for joining this video today. So today we will be doing a simple, straight to the point, basic version of how you can do a return to sender. Okay, I do have my notes right here, and I have my candles. Excuse my nails, y'all. But we're gonna just go ahead and get right into it. Okay. Now, first things first. Return to sender. When do you want to do a return to sender, or what is a return to sender? Whenever you're experiencing evil eye, whenever you're experiencing a lot of negative energy, especially for my spiritualists, you may experience negative energy. You may not know where it's coming from, or just really overall having blockages and you're not sure why. A lot of times it can be that someone has sent something your way, or just even on your day-to-day path, you've encountered someone and things just haven't didn't go like pleasantly, and they sent you negative energy. Or you had a friend and you thought everything was cool with this friend, but then they were secretly hating on you. Or you have a family member and they secretly have animosity towards you. Okay, so spirit really wants us to remember that this is also something that we should do often, and make it a part of our regular practices, because people are constantly sending things our way. When we're people that are doing spirituality, when we're called of a higher path, even if you're just, you may not even be practicing or anything like that, but somebody that you may have ran across paths with, maybe they didn't like your energy, maybe they were thinking that you were being boastful or whatever it is. We can't really control how people perceive us. Yeah, so we can't really control how others perceive us. So this is something that I would recommend doing every week, once a week, or bi-weekly, or at least once a month. Okay, but depending on how much you're in the public eye will depend on how often you feel you need it. Okay, so we're gonna jump right into this video. The candle colors that you will need. Now, you won't need all of these. I'm going to tell you which one, excuse me, which each candle represents, if that makes sense. I hope I said that right. But yeah, basically just what each candle represents within the ritual. You may only need one, two, three, or all four. But take what applies for you, and leave what doesn't, okay? So first and foremost, we're going to start with a orange candle. Okay, so I like to add orange candles to a lot of my workings. Orange candles, specifically in this return to sender ritual, is providing that road opener energy. Okay, I'm also wearing a key. I definitely recommend that you have a key somewhere on your altar space, or you wear one, however the case may be. But I highly recommend that as well. But it gives that road opening energy, that Papa Legba energy as well. But even if you don't work with Papa Legba, orange is a road opening color overall, okay? Also, too, orange brings in that divine justice, okay? And it also brings in success. So it's really good to add when you're doing a return to sender, because sometimes as well, that person could be sending you negative energy that is closing your roads, that is making you experience lack or opportunities not really working out for you. Okay, so that color is really, I really recommend it for everyone. Okay, now the next color I have here is purple. All right, we got purple. Purple is, I recommend to use purple if you feel like someone is interfering with your personal power, your intuition, trying to dim your light, or in some way, shape, or form affecting how you show up on a intuitive level, or maybe even you feel like if you're a reader or if you naturally get downloads and intuition and things like that, and maybe you're experiencing lack in that department, or maybe you're experiencing a lack of communication from spirit, this will help to bring back your personal power, bring back clear intuition, and allow you to gain back your power that you already have. Okay. Also, too, people like to cast a lot of shadows on things and illusions, so understand that, and that is why sometimes things can be perceivingly happening to you in a way because someone has casted a powerful illusion. Okay. Now, the next color I'm going to talk about is brown. Okay, brown is necessary if someone is, if you're experiencing issues with your stability. Stability could be a lot of things: your home, your finances, your family life. Maybe you've been arguing at your home and somebody has sent negativity towards your relationship. Things like that, okay? That brown color is going to be really helpful in bringing back that stability, okay? Um, Also, too, the next color we're going to talk about is black, okay? Black is really good. I highly recommend, if you're not resonating with all of them, the two that I highly, highly recommend is the orange and the black. Um, and then adding in one of the other colors. I'm also going to talk about blue as well. But the orange and the black, and then adding in one of the other ones, I highly recommend. Or you can do all of them, depending on what you need, okay? But these are like the 2 hour chimes as well, so it's not so strenuous, you know what I mean? So it's like a quick working you can get done in 2 hours, or you can do over a couple day period. But we're going to talk about that a little bit more in a sec. Let's talk about this black, okay? Black is good for banishing. It's good to protect over negativity, fighting against negativity that people may be trying to send your way. It is very strong in that protection and building that protection barrier. Also to binding up those illusions and those false narratives that someone may have casted within your life, okay, that are coming up in negative energy or coming up in blockages or coming up in a stagnant of energy, and sometimes even like sickness, or even just a lack of motivation or a depletion of your energy, okay? That black is very vital, okay? Now, we're going to talk about this blue color, okay? Blue is really good as well. I recommend blue as well. It's really, really good, but I don't feel it's as necessary if you can't get your hands on it. But blue is really good for if it has messed with the communication, as in the purple is more so for like your intuition communication, and the blue is more so of the 3D communication. The purple can help with that as well, but the blue hits that on the head, okay? It brings that calmness back, it brings forgiveness back. It can also help to bring your inspiration back. And that blue is just naturally for healing and removing that evil eye. But if you have an evil eye amulet, I recommend you can use that as well and post it somewhere around your altar space, or somewhere in the vicinity of the ritual, and that will suffice for that blue color where you won't need to use that blue. And that's why I say the blue is like not really necessary, but if you don't have the evil eye amulet or some type of evil eye pendant or a bracelet or something like that to go ahead and add to the ritual, I definitely recommend that as well. So first and foremost, I highly recommend the orange, highly recommend the black, and then depending on your situation of what is actually going on or what you feel is going on, maybe you need to pull divination, maybe you need to get a reading to know what is going on. make sure that you make it clear with the reader that you want clear and concise information on what is going on, because you feel like something's being sent your way and you need clarity on what that is, okay? Also, too, you guys could come to me as well, but if you do have another reader that you prefer, however, whatever works for you or whatever works best, okay? But yes, so those are going to be really good candles that you can use. Now, I'm going to give you guys two herbs that you can use with these candles as well. Okay, you can use some wormwood. Now, wormwood is really, really good for banishing, calling spirits, your spiritual team in to help you, bringing love back into situations, bringing in that divine protection, and relieving like anger. Sometimes too, when people are working on you or sending negativity your way, you can feel anger spells or just emotional bursts of frustration, things like that. Wormwood is really good for clearing that energy away, okay? And then I'm also going to give you another herb, which would be Canandula. Okay, Canandula is really good for bringing in that sun energy, okay? That bright sun energy, that positivity. Also, to bringing in a positive outcome, bringing in, especially if it's affecting your abundance, bringing back in abundance, protection as well, clearing negativity and bringing in serenity, comfort. Highly recommend that herb, okay? Now, those are the two I recommend. You can do your research on any others you would like to add specifically for your ritual. Also, too, when you get your candles, I highly recommend cleansing them, okay? So I have this bay rum that I've mixed with some Florida water and the Siete Mochos, I think it's called. That it's like in a black bottle. It's like a blessing water as well. I've mixed them all in here and I cleanse my candles with that, okay? And I smoke cleanse them first. You don't have to do both, but I like to smoke cleanse them first. And then I like to go and I smoke cleanse with sage or dragon's blood incense. After I smoke cleanse with dragon's blood and sage, I will go in with my liquid cleanser and I will cleanse my candles. I will pray over them and I will remove any energy that is not serving this return to sender spell specifically. And I will remove any energy that's not serving right away, period, point blank. Then I will leave the candles down after I'm done, clap over them 10 times. After I clap 10 times, next I will like to carve into my candles what I'm using them for specifically, okay? If you're using your candles, like we spoke about the different meanings, depending on what meaning you're using it for, you want to go ahead and get specific, okay? The orange one, opening my rose back to peace or whatever you're experiencing, opening my rose back to happiness or happy emotions. The purple one, I am bringing back my personal power. I'm bringing back my intuitive gifts, okay? Whatever's blocking them, I'm removing that block and bringing that back in. For the brown, if you use the brown, I am bringing back stability. I am bringing back peace in my home life, peace within my family. Okay, you want to carve that into your candle. The black candle, you want to say you're banishing, you're removing any negativity that is trying to come against you and put return to sender on the black candle. Return to sender times 1,000, okay, or whatever number resonates. For our blue candle, you want to put, I am removing any blockages that are coming within my healing, my clear and honest communication, or my calmness, or blocking my forgiveness of anything, okay? And Yeah, that's how you want to do that. So after you go ahead and carve that onto your candles, you want to go ahead and dress them with a oil. Okay, I will have a return to sender oil available that you can get from me, or maybe you can go to another spiritualist or your local botanica and get a return to sender oil. And you want to go ahead and dress your candles with that one by one. And you want to hold the candle in your hand like this, like such, dressing it with the oil, okay? And you want to, again, speak over that candle and what it's about to do for you, and how it is about to, for the orange per se, how it is about to open that road back up to success. And anything that was sent to close your road is being removed right now. It is removed, okay? You want to do that with each and every candle. And then you want to get your candles and you can put them in a circular motion, or however you feel resonates. You can look up different, maybe like a pyramid or whatever resonates with you spiritually. Excuse me, y'all. But yeah, you guys, whatever really resonates with you spiritually, go ahead and put them up. And then, when you want to stand your candle up, you want to light your candle, let it drip a little bit, and sit it in the drip so it'll stand up. Now that one's doing pretty good, but sometimes they don't. Okay, so you want to drip a little bit on there so it will stand up and make sure it stays. Okay. Also, to remember to not leave your candles when they're like this. To not leave them alone. Okay. Practice fire safety, but you want to watch your flames. Okay. I will be doing some flame videos to talk about how the flame looks and how it affects the ritual, how it could be, how you could tell if you need something a little bit stronger, or how strong whatever was coming against you, or whatever the energy is. You can read the flame and see, okay, what is going on with it, right? Okay. So yes, that is all I have for you guys on this video specifically. Thank you so much for tuning into the Return to Sender video. I love you guys. Love yourself, okay? And also, too, after you do this, the way that you want to go ahead and get rid of the candle remains is you want to take the wax. If you did it, you could do it on a plate. I don't know if I said that, but you can do it on a plate or you can do it in aluminum. However, I recommend the most affordable way is like to go to the dollar store and get some of the aluminum foil, like tin pans, and go ahead and use those, okay? Or you could just get some aluminum foil and place it on your table. But you want to make sure that it's on top of a plate as well, or something that's guarded, because sometimes your candles can drip, and you don't want it to go everywhere, every which way. So yeah, I recommend doing that. And that way too, once it's done, you can put it in the freezer and allow your candle wax to get really, really hard, and then it will separate from whatever it's on. And you can take that candle wax and you can bury it. You can put it in the waterfall or some type of body of water. If you do have to throw it away, I recommend going to somewhere that is a abundant place to throw it away, as in go to, and even I really just don't recommend throwing it away at all. So if you feel like you have to throw it away, I recommend going to put it in nature at the bottom of a tree. And you can bring like some type of fruit or some type of offering with it, and bring and leave it there, okay? Like an apple or orange or something of that nature, and leave that there with your candle wax at the bottom of a tree stump. Hug that tree, thank that tree, Maybe even take your shoes off and ground there. Okay, okay. You don't have to do all that because I know some of you guys be like, okay, I don't have time. I can't do all that, and I understand that. So just leaving it. Remember though too that what we make time for. Oh, excuse me, y'all. Remember too that what we make time for is what matters for us. Is what is really important and what will manifest. So remember that your spiritual practices come first, okay? Because these are the things that are helping you and guiding you to your highest self, okay? So yes, also to remember to also have some type of water, even if it's a water bottle or a glass of water or something, some type of water to use, and we want to just keep that flowing energy, okay? Now, you may experience, if you do experience fatigue and things like that, that happens sometimes. But with any ritual that you do, any spell work that you do, I highly recommend to always take a spiritual bath before and after, because that is water magic, okay? And that helps to release anything that may be holding on to you or trying to be in your energy or your auric fields, okay? And I do have a lot of spiritual bath recipes on here as well that you can check out. But yeah, you guys, you know how I am. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments of this post, and I will be happy to answer those for you. But yeah, you guys, peace, love you.